All right, so hello and welcome. This is Doyle Buehler. This is actually take two. I did an earlier digital strategy, state of digital, where I was talking about Facebook and social media are evolving. Some of the new things that are coming into the Facebook news feed, but unfortunately, we had a little bit of sad face on the audio, so I thought I would re-record or do another live. Well, and turn that frown upside down and get the sound right. So hopefully it'll work this time. I don't seem to hear an echo like I was last time. So we should be all good to go. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about today was Facebook and social media are really evolving, and are you kind of evolving with it? And it's not just a matter of, you know, looking at what businesses are doing, but what you can do about it for your business specifically. And there's been a lot of press recently in the last a couple of days specifically about, sky's falling. Facebook is changing their news feed, and it's going to cause everybody all this rigmarole, and the apocalypse is coming, and the sky is falling, and that sort of thing. Businesses look out. We have no idea what's going to happen. But this is Facebook newsfeed has always been changing. It always will change, and there's not much we can do about it. So really, it fundamentally comes down to what strategy are you using to help you understand and navigate these changes and systematize them as well. So are you and your business ready for it? And that's really what it comes down to. How are you actually evolving in that? So welcome to the Digital Leadership Discovery Breakthrough Show. Those are the things that I'm going to be talking about today. My name is Doyle Buehler, and I help leaders, explorers, and disruptors scale, grow, and transform their business and sales through digital leadership. And I'm the author of the book on digital strategy, The Digital Delusion. So what real world digital people actually work for business? Well, that's what I'm here talking to you about. And today, in today's show, I'm talking about your news feed on Facebook is changing and how you and your business can get ready for that. So organic reach has really dropped, and it's dropping. And how much? Well, some people say everything's gone. There is no such thing as organic reach anymore on Facebook. But the thing you need to look at is, okay, what's changing for me? So go into your stats, go into your Facebook insights, and see exactly what's happening. Look at your Google Analytics as well and see what is changing, if there is a change for that matter. Because for some businesses, if they're really very value, their organic reach is probably not going to fall dramatically in this. So it's a matter of seeing what works and what doesn't. But you know what? The best proof is don't listen to all the stories. Go back, see exactly what's happening in your case. Is your Facebook organic reach dropping? And if it is, well, then, okay, here's things that we can certainly do about that. So it comes down to, the business side of things, right? So Facebook is a business. It's no different than your business. It's no different than anybody's business out there, right? It needs to generate revenue, and if it's not doing that, it's not going to survive. So obviously the call is that Facebook has to generate revenues. We know how much extra revenue they are generating, which is a good thing. But what people don't understand is that this is a business. So, the free ride is over, so to speak, but it's really a matter of how can you use that information to grow a strategy towards that. So don't think of it as, evil Facebook, they're, going to charge you for everything. And I'm going to show you a few ways that you can actually look at this a little bit differently. But again, it's a fundamental business. So it's no different than you. If your business wasn't generating revenue, well, what would you do? Right? So keep that in mind. So I want to quickly show you the feed, and this is what we have right now. So this is called the Explore feed. And I'm pretty sure I've seen this before for some reason. I don't know why. But if you look on the side to locate your Explore feed, what they've done is they've separated. The announcement came out on a few tech sites and that sort of thing. And I'll post the links in the Facebook notes articles. But what they've done is basically split the feed up. So you now have your traditional news feed, and then you have your what's called the Explore news feed. And again, I thought I've seen this before, but maybe it's been there for a while and nobody's really noticed it. And suddenly somebody says, "Hey, wait a sec, what's going on?" But Facebook has apparently confirmed that yes, they are going to be using their feed a little bit differently. Oh, and I love this one, David Wolf. What Explore feed does is actually say, this is some information that you might find interesting. This is some information that you might be able to use for your personal business, whatever the case may be. So what it's actually doing is showing you business pages and Facebook pages that you're not involved in right now. And there's no advertising on that. So there's probably going to be some changes as well coming through, but if it clicks your interest, and this is something that obviously you can look at, because this is something that is new to you. So really, if you look at it that way, this is a tremendous opportunity as well, because you have the opportunity to be able to have your articles, your videos, your information in this new Explore feed rather, for other people to view. So it's really not that bad. And again, that's why, the sky isn't falling necessarily. It's a matter of how do you actually think about and strategize what's going to work for you and your business as well. So take a look. It's pretty easy to find. Again, it's just on the left margin here, Explore feed, and that gives you some new pieces that your friends and your family or whomever has looked as well, and gives you the opportunity to see what's going on out there outside of your circle, because really you're kind of caught in your bubble of who you are and what you know and who you know and that sort of thing. So this is a good opportunity to explore sort of outside of that, outside of those specific criteria as well. So it gives you something good to look at and something interesting to see and use as well. So I just wanted to quickly show you that. So again, take a look. Oh, who we got there? We got Ron showing off in the news feed there. So again, take a look at it as an opportunity to be able to see, okay, what else can get there? What else can I see that might interest me or be useful for my business as well? So, oops, just turn that off. Cool. And so really I've come up with a good and simple strategy that really can help navigate this. So it's not the death of small business, right, either. Far from that. It really just means you have to evolve and get smarter about how you do things in the digital space, and specifically with social media. It's going to be constantly changing. You have to change, you have to evolve with it, otherwise you're going to be left in the dust as well. So here's some typical strategies that you can use. It's not as easy, nor should it be as well, because with the complexity, with the involvement of people in businesses, it has become a little bit more complicated, a little bit more complex, and it's not as easy as pardon me, posting a picture and writing some text and away you go, right? That's an ideal world, but unfortunately, again, one of my talks last week was about the attention economy, and we need to be understand that we're competing for that same attention. Maybe not the same product, maybe not the same service, but we're competing for that attention as well. So rule number one is, yes, it's pay to play for the most part, but you can also try these things to connect. It's not really a matter of how, but you're going to have to kind of get more invested in this as a business. So set up some simple paid campaigns, not just boosted posts. Target your audience specifically, appropriately. Facebook is great at helping you do this and finding out who your perfect customer is. Spend what you can and start and measure the results, and then activate or update accordingly. You don't have to start with tens of thousands of dollars budget. You can start a small amount, tens of dollars and hundreds of dollars and that sort of thing, and see what works and what doesn't, and test it and test your assumptions as well and see what you can do going forward. The other thing you can do is share your business page posts on your personal profile. So remember, I've talked about this a few times, but if you're on social media, your personal profile and your business profile are cross-linked forever. So you can use that to your advantage. So share your business posts on your personal profile, add to the commentary, share them, add the content that really people are looking for as well. Because again, you're looking at how do you expand that sphere of influence, that sphere of people that are in contact with you as well. So how can you actually do that? Well, start sharing your business across your personal as well. Number 4 is produce remarkable and consistent content that people like to talk about and share. So again, this comes down to targeting, how well you can actually focus in on your content, how well you can actually get responses to it, that sort of thing. So respond to everything as well. Whatever people post, if you are able to respond, if you're able to ask more questions or whatever the case may be, show them that you're there and that you're willing to help as well. And the last one is understand why in your business as this will really help connect and attract the people who can clearly see that why. So, tell your story the only way that, the way that only you can as well. And that comes across everything that you produce and the content and the videos and everything that you're creating as well. So keep in mind that, things in Facebook are going to change regularly. The sky is not falling. It really is just meaning that you have to be a lot smarter about it. You have to think for the long term. You have to think more strategically in terms of what can you do coming up that actually prepares you for this. So if you look at it from the perspective of a strategy, if you had a sound strategy, yeah, this would be a little bump in the road, but guess what? Your content and your idea and your how you're going to do business and your why, that's consistent. That's going to be the same no matter what happens, no matter how often your Facebook feed changes or whatever else happens, because something else is certainly going to happen. So keep in mind, look at it as an opportunity to get in front of a newer, more refined audience that understands you and what you're doing. So that's the way that you need to be looking at it. So thanks so much for watching. There are 3 core categories we go through as part of these Digital Leadership Facebook Live events. State of Digital, where I talk about specific strategies happening, the Digital Leadership Guest, where I interview an expert in the field, and then Digital Discovery, where we talk about challenges and questions and that sort of thing. So thanks again for watching. Please like and leave a comment or question if you have anything. And thanks, and we will see you online.